First AFK Lounge, guys.
Yeah! Nah!
You want to...
Ooh, that one ain't as strong as some of the other ones I've had. Ooh.
Yay!
So with that, yay!
Now we're all loosened up.
Welcome everybody to our first AFK Lounge. Gives us an opportunity to recap and bring out concerns and stuff for what we've done. Yeah, I know it's up there. I'm sorry. New setup, so I got to get used to it. But other than that, we'll be hopefully having a regular host here. We've introduced Crow once before, and we've asked them if they would be interested in doing this. So Crow, you're going to have to start watching the episodes as they come up.
Crow does every single time.
I know, but
They're always there.
but it's me. With that, we'll get everybody here of the cast that came in tonight to talk about G-Paw battle.
I would sleep.
You would knock the fuck out.
I would pass the fuck out.
So, what was the most memorable part to that battle for everybody on that?
Sleeping.
Well, you were there. You got to listen to the battle.
Mm-hmm. My favorite part was when Oda got shot into the sky.
Utah, we barely knew ya.
Did you see the thing Crow put in the Discord?
Uh-uh.
Oh my god, it was hilarious.
What'd they put?
It was a little video of a dog that was like protecting its owner from a snake, and the dog picked the snake up with its mouth, shook it, and then just fucking launched it. And so Crow sent the video, and then all they said was Oda.
God.
I died. It was beautiful.
Oh, that actually was quite fitting then.
You could see the snake just like fly off.
So then what was your motivation for doing that? Other than the fact that I know you want to kill your character. I was wondering how I was going to go about it, actually.
I mean, my motivation for flying off into the ether, I guess I figured out how I could do that in the middle of the session.
Didn't you get launched?
He got basically sucked up.
Yeah, by what'd you get sucked up by?
The lightning. He was the last victim of getting transferred to the Fell.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
Yeah.
That was not how that sounded to me.
Yeah, I thought Oda just magically grew wings.
No.
The way you described it, I thought it was like he got sucked up into the heavens by something.
You guys got to remember,
that
all that
Oda
lightning.
would really have wings.
All that lightning was coming from the ground and launching things through the sky. You guys don't know where it went.
Oh shit! So you're in the Fell. Ooh, sorry, bud. I've seen that one of our other campaigns. It's not fun.
I mean, someone needed to stab the stone.
Yeah, he did.
We could have just locked it away. Couldn't we?
We needed to.
You needed to stop it.
What stone?
I had to take the knife from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, does that mean G-Paw's knife is gone too?
Yep.
Damn it! I was gonna take that.
Oh, you didn't want that one.
Yeah, I did.
No, you really didn't want that one.
Oh, I want to get one made that looks like it.
Okay. Well, we can talk about that when you wake up. So, James? Other than you trying to storm off set.
I did get a little frustrated.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay, it happens to everybody.
I didn't see the most memorable part when Nova was like, oh, I can go dragon form here.
Oh, when she didn't get dragon form yet, and she was like, I'm like half dead. I'm like, why are you not a dragon?
Because she hadn't asked.
I was like, why are you not a dragon yet?
Like, I was surprised she didn't just do it immediately
Fuck
when
off!
the fight with G-Paw started.
Well, you know, that was...
Like, I get that you told her to wait, but it's like, I figured you just meant wait until the battle with G-Paw starts.
Yeah.
And, I mean, and then it did start, but there was so much stuff actually happening at that point in time that I think she forgot.
I think she did too, because literally, she's like, I was talking, I think I had made the comment to you, I was like, well, at least you get to play or something, and then Izzy was like, yeah, I'm like half dead, and I'm like, why are you not a dragon?
And then she went,
oh
yeah!
Like,
You just
he
saw the
told
light bulb go on.
Become the fucking dragon. You are queen. Become the dragon.
Yeah. So that was actually that was a long plot line that I
Yeah.
was drawing out for over. God, we've been building Grandpa for a year and a half.
Yeah, we
guys.
have.
Fuck.
So that's why that fight was not going to
Then it
be.
turns out it wasn't even Grandpa, he was just some demon.
Yeah,
Grandpa
it
was dead for a long
Yeah,
We
time.
found that out well before.
Grandpa
we
died
built
when
for a
I
while.
was a kid, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Grandpa himself died when I was a kid. The city corruptor took over his body, and then that's when Grandpa started to be a dick to me.
Yeah. So it's basically just a demonic doppelganger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
he was in Grandpa's skin essentially.
He became the leader, and oh yeah,
Oh, so like Ken Jong.
your royalty kicks in.
Oh fuck! God damn it! Nobility. Because remember, Lyra's secret background is nobility.
Oh, come on,
She's like, yeah,
come on,
yeah, hi.
Hi, Sherbert. If y'all remember Sherbert's butt,
I just watched that short.
Cat's Revenge.
We have a few of them because we have the.
We have one
Lucy.
with Frank.
Oh, and Lucy too.
Yeah, we got.
It's not really a short, but I just made it a shorter YouTube video that just said Lucy's Revenge or Lucy Attacks.
Yeah. So I mean, as you can
Yeah,
see,
the second-
even our pets get in on this wildness. And we got Frankie, who made an appearance last week. Neil's not here, so no beams of light.
Yeah. Frankie's
So,
a little more nervous.
My most memorable part was actually the first attack on you.
The first attack you did?
No, the first attack that Grandpa got on you.
Oh.
That was because Ute has been the hardest one for me
Yeah.
to actually hit.
Well, yeah, Yude is the reason our enemies are so difficult.
Yeah.
Because Yude is just a fucking tank.
Well, that's what he came. That's what I told him to come in as.
Yeah.
So I mean, and like I said, we can go back and look at all the stuff that Grandpa did just to build him up to that big bad guy at the end.
That's what I build all my characters as.
Tanks?
Annoying
Charisma tanks?
charisma tanks. Well, I mean, we could always bring back Kiba.
No.
I like that idea.
I knew him for 5 seconds. I met him for 5 seconds when you were playing
That's a
him,
bad idea. Did you see the look she gave
and
me?
I did not know.
We're not bringing back Kiba. You already got the Farewell Society to deal with in another.
I
campaign.
also watched that short of the one with me just screaming, you can't not. I don't remember what it was, but all I was screaming was, you can't not, and then you and Angie, Kiba's not here, and then you said, he can't hurt you anymore. And that's the most relatable thing from the first campaign.
I think at this point the viewers just want to see him.
No!
I think at this point, if we
And I'd be
do
willing to play him anytime.
if we do bring him back, it's going to be a one shot with all the
Yes.
original characters.
Yes, let's fucking do it!
That might be something
yes!
that we do here
I miss Shava so much.
over the Christmas.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna have to
miss
sit out for
Shava
that
so
one, though.
much.
Really?
Well, you could play some. You could play someone. We could bring you in.
Another Braylon.
The very
Honestly,
first
yeah.
Braylon.
Yeah.
God.
I mean, and that's the other thing that I got to ask is, do I set enough plot hooks in all campaigns for you guys to stay interested?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, considering what the fuck, man.
Like,
What?
I still want to figure out what the whole deal with Braylon is.
Well, we
As
also
frustrating as it is sometimes.
we've barely gotten into the arrow demons, and like the
We're
one
already level
Braylons.
10.
That
We're
would-
halfway through the campaign, if not more.
But no, what I mean is we don't know like anything about them, like about the arrow demons. Dr. White,
Yep,
right?
Dr. White.
Dr.
and then the thing that Braylon, the one Braylon had, and that Alon has, with the lava.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
like
the
we
one
haven't
Braylon
even
had the ice.
stepped into that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been going back and watching some of our stuff, and we do have a lot of plot hooks left out
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
But a lot of them were actually set up in one of my other campaigns at the shop. So
The first one?
The Thursday.
it was the Thursday one where
Oh.
Crow first came in.
Yep.
So there's a lot of plot hooks that are sitting out there from that one that I gotta try and figure out ways to incorporate. But as far as I can reveal of Dr. White, He's an artificer and necromancer.
I thought Dr. White was a girl.
No.
Ooh.
Dr. White is a male, but he loves science.
That's putting it mildly.
Yeah.
Didn't Mara get sucked into helping Dr. White?
Before or after her soul got sold?
The reason she disappeared from the campaign.
The reason she disappeared from the campaign wasn't because of Dr. White, it was because of Valis.
Yeah.
And again, Valis is another one of our big bads that is out there in the world that occasionally you'll hear come out just to...
Introduce the voice.
Well, I think everybody is quite aware of the voice of Valis at this point.
Well, it's just a refresher. You weren't even there for the campaign. You weren't even there when Valis was the big bad guy. Like,
I understand that. You forget, though, an interaction that I had with Valis, specifically this
As
iteration
Braylon.
of Braylon had with Valis.
The original Braylon died because Valis coaxed him into pulling out the coin.
oh yeah.
Well, no, I'm speaking of this specific iteration of Braylon.
Oh,
This
yeah.
one,
Yeah.
the most recent one.
Yeah, this one has also had an encounter with him to try to betray his biological daddy.
Yep.
The sperm donor, as you will.
Yeah, that was that was interesting.
So, what new things do you guys think you're going to be facing here coming up?
Oh, fuck if I know. Honestly, Lyra's next big hurdle is nobility. Learning how to actually be a noble.
And refinding Yaga.
Yeah. Well, I know where she is. Well, I know where
Where
I think
she's going.
Yeah, where she's going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's reestablishing. Wow. What's my city's name?
Paylor.
Thank you. Reestablishing Paylor and then finding Yaga. Yeah.
I don't even know what the like. I'm like trying to.
Oh, your whole tribe's dead now.
Yeah, like my whole tribe's dead.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck do I even do at this
Yeah,
point?
literally everybody that's left is dead because Jay was the last one.
Yep.
Yep. It's like, well,
Jay, you put up a valiant effort. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Go back and watch that episode. I've never seen anybody get beat down that bad, but then they paid me back the following episode. I mean, it was...
That
was brutal.
Okay, I will be honest. I was going to kill Jay. Either way, Jay was going. Well, either she got killed or she moved on from the campaign. But I wasn't going to play Jay anymore once Lyra came back. But I honestly tried to keep her alive. I was honestly trying to fight there with Grandpa, and I just was rolling like garbage.
Absolute garbage that night.
Garbage.
Yeah, but you came back with what? 3 nat 20s
Well,
with the
between
mother.
Jay and Lyra.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
but the mother of sorrows.
Yeah,
I mean,
we just fucking pummeled her. Yeah. She didn't stand a chance. She
The-
didn't get a chance.
that was one of the worst boss battles I've run.
That's one of the worst boss battles I've ever. One of the worst boss battles I've ever seen, because I have seen a few worse than that actually.
Oh, can we also then talk about when I got to play the Mother of Sorrows in the real world and I couldn't fucking hit a thing? Like, the audacity!
I mean, like I said, that was the worst boss battles I've ever.
I had a lot of fun.
Before or after you pummeled her?
I thought it was an exciting experience.
The best thing about a monk, the best abilities of a monk, and really the only abilities of a monk, you have to hit.
Yes.
And I couldn't fucking hit. So I was
And
just punching the entire time.
And I was just watching.
It was like
Silvery
no.
barbs, runic shield, silvery barbs, runic shield,
Net.
nets. Yeah, just spend a fucking legendary action to get out of a net. That's fucking ridiculous.
It's the way that it played. But I mean, that was. I mean, I rolled like crap for her initiative the first time. It was like,
You either need to deal
Weren't
5
you
points
at,
slashing
like,
damage
the
or use your whole
very
action.
bottom.
yeah, she was the last one to go.
Yep.
She had nothing.
Just didn't even get a chance to go.
She did get one hit in
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
She did get a
because
chance
she
to
used
go?
the legendary action to do it.
That's right.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that, she had absolutely no chance with those 20s. And they just kept coming.
And then all the things that require like saving throws, and then everyone has +5.
Yeah,
Yeah, because of
Yep.
the paladin. Yeah.
yeah. That that was quite annoying on GPA's part too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's funny because GPA's seen. I think you forgot about that because GPA's seen that before.
He has,
Yeah.
but there's no defense against it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he does the ability. I hit, and that person either gets that +5, or they,
With a
or they
30
really,
yeah.
really fuck up their roll.
That's,
Hey, we're in here long enough to where I can swear.
Oh, I've already sworn like 10 times.
I haven't been paying attention.
I swear a lot. Ugh.
Then again, so do we all, kind of. So.
I think it's our group dynamic, because when one person swears, the other one the rest of us just sort of follow suit.
Yeah.
It kind of just comes out. It just happens.
I work
We
road
just
construction.
don't
It's just in my vocabulary.
Yeah, exactly. Military background too. It doesn't take me long to slip into just about every other word. I've actually had complete sentences where it's been swear, 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 swear. Something coherent, swear, 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 swear.
It's like your ring.
Oh yeah, I have a little ring that says fuckity fuck on it.
Fuck
But
me,
it's
fuck,
just
fuck,
a
fuck.
silver band. It just says fuckity fuck on it. So unless you look really, really close, you can't see what it says. And it just looks like I'm wearing just a silver band. But yeah, then you look and it says fuckity fuck.
Oh,
That's
I think
Yeah.
I found a new thing for
It's fuckity fuck.
No, it hasn't.
Greece. Then,
What?
well, he's gonna come in one time. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious fucking notions.
If you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean.
So that's another question. Memorable
Oh, sound
NPCs from our first year and a half of this campaign.
What? I had someone talking in my ear.
Memorable NPCs.
Dane.
Oh.
Dane.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dane, hands down.
So, most memorable part with Dane,
Oh God.
because he ain't coming back.
I know. Which one?
That one.
That one? Yes. Yes.
Every time Braylon
Every
comes
time
around,
every time.
doesn't matter which one it is.
That one.
Also, any of like Lyra, Braylon, and Lyra's family's interaction where they were all like, "What do you two do?" We were like, "No, no, 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 no," and they were like, "Ah," and I was like, "No."
There's something going on there. We just,
Not a chance.
God, favorite Dane interaction? I mean, overall, if we're broad scoping it, I'd have to say the dragonfly necklace. Which I don't have anymore, right? Do I?
no.
Because
You
that
had to
was
break it.
Unfortunately, a trap.
Yeah, my AC goes down by 2. That sucks. Anyways,
Womp womp.
I know, now it's like a 19, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Below a 20?
No.
You have a 19 AC?
He's squishy even
Yeah.
as a.
Yeah. So yeah, just the idea behind the the necklace, that Lyra thought it was from Grandpa, but then it turned out it was from Dane, and just like learning as I'm getting my memories back of all the times that I actually interacted with Dane, but didn't realize I was interacting with Dane. That was.
I mean, and for me, it was a lot of that. If anybody's been watching this, I don't plan a lot, but when I do plan, it goes pretty good. But the stuff that I don't plan, like the interactions between you and Dane, I was just like, okay, how can I make him more important in the moment? So that's where a lot of that came from.
Yeah.
And just to tie him in with everybody.
Yeah, with all of the precursors.
Yep. I mean, every one of you had interactions with him when you were children, when you were teens. Just to do that much was actually, once I started hitting all those points with you, I was like, okay, now we're going to hit these points here and here. So that was actually, I had a lot of fun with that. I don't know what I'm going to do to change things around at this point.
Oh, she's like, they're looking. They're looking.
I'm off camera, right? Nobody can see me.
Yeah, now you're off.
Now you're off camera, Frankie.
Oh, except for your tail.
So, memorable NPCs for you.
When Kiba showed up.
Fuck off.
Besides Kiba.
The one episode
That's not an
Kiba showed
NPC.
up. The one episode Kiba showed up.
It was the most memorable.
Oh my god. You didn't even interact with him.
So,
Ones that you actually interacted with.
the only ones I interacted with any real amount would have been the professor.
There's one other one.
Well, Fiki, but
Oh, Fiki too, yeah.
The Abomination as well.
You did also interact with my sis. Well, yeah, she's my sister, but Lyra's Yuan-Ti's sister. A little bit.
Not really.
Well, she tried to court you, and you just like fucking
Blew her
threw it
off
back in her
completely.
face.
Yeah, that was. She. You're not my type, you scaly bitch. Wow.
I don't do romances in
I know.
role-playing games.
Well, sometimes we might have to stretch that. One day.
He won't even do it with me. He's not gonna do it with you, James. Sorry.
I don't want him to do it with me because, frankly, I think I'd break him.
I mean, and also with that, he was, as a player, he was missing context.
Yep.
When that happened. So.
Yeah, but then again, this whole thing with the Yuan-Ti, which I'm trying to establish is, with him is history and lore with the Yuan-Ti within the world, which is actually one of the reasons why I love this group so much, is because I can tailor things to the lore that I need, and then you guys sort of pick up on it and help build that. That's one of the reasons why I love this group so much. It's because I don't really have to try that hard to build the lore. You guys help fill it in, and that is a perfect, in my personal opinion, that is a perfect DM player interactions is when that stuff happens.
And I think part of what helps that is also we're, like, both as players and also as characters, we're such a diverse group.
Yep.
Like, I think there's, two of us that are the same race?
There's Dragonborn, Yaga's
No,
human.
we're all different.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, that's
everybody
right.
is different.
Because I'm.
Because
I'm
Galen's a tiefling.
Halfling.
You're a half-elf.
Half.
Yeah, I'm half elf.
Yud is the
Yud is
halfling.
Kinder.
Yeah.
Which
Yaga's
for
human.
old D&D, Kinder was actually a halfling
Or
race,
halfling, yeah.
but very different, more curious, and they have the natural ability to pick things up without actually realizing they pick them up, which
His magic sleeves.
makes them interesting thieves as well. But yeah, seriously, I don't think anybody has been of the same race.
No, it's my first campaign not being a human.
Yeah, this is true.
See, I'm already branching out enough. Leave me in my comfort zone.
Eventually, he'll get to where he, maybe I should try romance.
The only.
I like my romance books, but
You do like romance books. The only overlap.
Yeah, most of them have drawings in them, so he's really not reading them.
Looking at pictures.
no, that's her books. I like the wholesome stuff.
Oh, the wholesome stuff.
No, he's saying manga.
No, that's not what he was getting at.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
that's what you were getting at,
Yeah,
right?
the manga.
It was
Oh,
manga.
I thought you were making a joke about.
No, smut? No. No.
Smut.
I just read it for the articles.
My smut books don't have pictures in it. You get to picture that all on your own.
Yeah.
The only overlap was Jay was also a human.
Yep.
Yep.
That was shortly lived.
Yeah.
But for me, the one NPC that I particularly like that I'm waiting for you guys to re-encounter is Grease. Grease is like.
You do love playing Grease.
Yes, I do.
Grease is fun.
He is.
He's fun to interact with.
Yeah. If you know what I mean. So expectations going into the next year.
What?
Expectations going into this next year.
I would imagine we'd pretty much wrap up the campaign by then.
It took a year to get this far to half.
To half, yeah.
Well, that's if you call it half. Most campaigns end between 14 and 16.
What? Just to get to 20.
Yeah, well,
Even our last one ended at 15.
Well, we were 16.
yeah. You guys made it to 60?
Yeah.
This one might go a little bit longer than that. Just due to the fact that I see 3 bad guys out there yet for you guys.
Dallas. Quinn.
No, Valis is not one of them that I'm counting.
Quinn.
Is one.
Dr. White.
Is another.
Dr. White. Who's the third one?
It's probably the Toop spawn.
No.
No, that's...
Actually, the big bads are more of a group of druids.
Oh, Yaga's tribe?
Yeah.
Are they still after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. So there's a lot to go yet.
There is
True. That'll be interesting to.
an entire tribe.
God, especially like thinking about that, having to take on a whole tribe of druids, like, fuck, this Braylon has the memories of a druid inside him right now.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so fucky, especially because that Braylon, the druid Braylon, was also the last of his tribe.
We're up against druids. We just need firepower.
Well, remember
Right back.
these druids
No.
these druids are also devotees of Zuckmoid,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they might not necessarily be an
Lacking
easy
in
group.
firepower.
They might actually have those wonderful demons with them that you guys like. Speaking of which, last week's demons that they fought, we've got arrow demons, and you guys ran into mace demons for the first time.
Oh, the sub branch of arrow
Yep.
demons. Yeah.
The ones
Super
that
easy to figure out their names.
I
Oh,
figured
just
it
because
was.
of the weapons they use?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay.
Yeah, they were using maces, so it was pretty easy.
I figured.
How do you come up with these names, James?
Actually, it's their lore that I'm coming up with.
Oh, okay.
And you made fun of my character's name.
Yeah, you want to say your new character's name?
Inogi?
I swear you say it different.
So, Finogi?
No, it's like
Hoagie!
it-
I'm gonna call you
Hoagie, there we
It's
go.
like you're Hoagie.
It's like there's a hyphen
No,
between
you're
the O
Hoagie.
and the Y.
It's okay, you're Hoagie.
Oh, if you're wondering what the contrast is there, he doesn't drink, but yet he managed to fall downstairs.
Yeah, how did you do that? You said your sock slipped?
Carpet stairs. I don't know what happened. Just
I mean, you've almost fallen turning around.
We don't speak of
We don't
this.
talk about that. Let me
Slid
make
all
fun
the
of
way down the
let me make
stairs.
fun of somebody else falling over for once, okay?
that was,
She doesn't get the opportunity
No, I
very
don't.
often.
No, I'm waiting for someone to start questioning me whether I beat her because she falls in some random place.
I also come home from work
We've
on
already,
Thursdays.
we've already established, Justin, if you need a safe place to go, all you have to do is call.
Don't you fucking blink.
Not blaming me.
And any other questions that you guys have? I mean, I'm not going to be sitting in this chair. Probably.
So, how many fucking Braylons?
How many Braylons are there?
How many more?
right-
I
going to
still
go
need
through?
a flow chart.
I have a flowchart.
We had one.
It's on the garage.
It's not
so
applicable anymore.
I will let it known that you are the original Braylon.
That makes sense.
The only thing is that there are other Braylons gathering power. And
Oh my god, the fourth big
intelligence.
bad guy is just an army of Braylons.
What is this? Like a
We
real...
lose Braylon and put in the army of Braylons. We're
I
like,
have
"Ah!"
I have
No,
revealed
it's not
something.
even like an army brand. It's just a single brand that has the power of all
Yes!
the other
Oh my God.
Is this like a Rick Citadel of Rick kind of thing?
No, because I've revealed, and I've never watched whatever you're referring
Rick
to.
and Morty?
Never watched it. So I've also revealed that in one of the visions that you guys have seen Quinn sitting there popping coins into a vat
Yep.
with another clone you guys might be able to ascertain
Yeah.
that is
Well,
sucking
because-
in all that energy.
Yeah, because he was the goal was to get all the coins back to one, to superpower one.
Right?
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is that with all the torture that I gave to one other character, they elevated into godhood.
That's me.
Yes, Shava is actually.
Stop, you stop talking.
It would have been
No.
Kiba.
But then we wouldn't have been married. So
And,
I think it would have made for a better story. It would have been...
and actually, if it
ending.
would have been Kiba, Kiba would have turned into a demon, not a god. Sorry.
but you love me more than Kiva, right?
He loves sleeping in this house without
Right.
having to keep an eye open.
You love me more than Kiva, though, right? I'm still not hearing an answer. I'm still not hearing an answer.
Frankie,
Yeah,
no,
that's
there
what I
is
heard.
one-
Plausible deniability. Hey, you
Frankie.
really have no one to blame but yourself. You helped him make that character.
I know. I helped with the backstory a little bit, and it was gonna be a really cool character, but then he turned into a charisma demon, and I was like, ugh.
All I'm saying is that's the other thing that I've loved to do, and you guys have seen me do it in 2 campaigns now, is take something that is supposedly obscure and his city names.
Oh yeah.
He gave me that one city name, and I split it into
And we
4.
still don't remember what the.
No, we have them written down in multiple. I have them written down.
I don't know if they're the same original.
Eckert.
ones.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
Eckert,
It's the only one that
Dorska,
we know.
Dorska.
and we know Dorska from another campaign.
Saturday.
Thursdays again.
Thursday?
And
But also Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Thursday, Noctis and his crew barely escaped in time. We actually lost somebody to the fell.
Yep. And that was when they first learned of Dorska, but it was another city that was taken by the same city corruptor.
Yeah.
That's also where we happened to run into a certain friendly person by the name of Osmith.
Yep. And again, I love Quinn. He's one of my favorite bad guys that I'm playing because he's got so many little things out there that you guys have not even come close to finding everything yet.
All I know is if you think about it, Kiba's impacted the world more than any of our other player characters have.
By traumatizing half the world?
Still,
He's
it's an
made an
impact.
He created Valis.
No, Valis was already there. He just...
Gave Valis power.
I created the Valis we know.
Yes. I can't deny that. He did. He very much did.
God damn it, Justin.
This is actually
Do
pretty
you not
cool.
know that story?
No!
Oh my god, how do you not know that story?
Let's give some background. Go for it, Justin.
Okay, here, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually some lore from our world.
So I was the one with originally had one of the cursed Kopeshes. I believe it was the strongest one. Too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And my whole thing was I was just trying to get rid of this thing, and it would just keep coming back to me because I kept hearing this voice.
That's why you were chronic drunk too.
Yes, because when I was drunk, the voice would stop. So then he became like this chronic drunk.
And after he got rid of it, still a chronic drunk, by the way.
I mean, you don't just overdo
Yeah, you
30
don't.
years of alcoholism at that point.
Might as well keep going. Got some drugs? Sure, here you go.
Yeah, at that point, that ship has sailed. And we had this was in one of James's original. It was his Monday campaign.
One of my original Mondays.
And we did some weird time warp thing through the Feywilds.
Time fucky wuckies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the
Through the Feywilds. And we ended up 2,000 years, well, in our current time. Kiba's 2,000 years in the future.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he ended up in our, no, actually it wouldn't be current time. It would be like 1,000 years before here. Or
About
100 years before here or something like that.
100 years before, but you
Yeah.
ended up on the same timeline as everybody else right
Yep.
now.
And he met, it was Valis, it was Taki, it was Peta, and
Morlock.
Morlock were the 4. We met,
The
already
original
met
4.
them, and through some
Bullshit.
turn of events, Valis ended up with the Kopesh.
Oh, okay. No.
Valis
I'm
actually...
sorry.
the turn of event was...
I'm sorry. You can't pull this shit.
Valis went up to him and said, "You are struggling with something beyond your control. I am willing to take it from you."
Yeah, he just wanted to kill the Lich
That
dragons.
Yep. Which is true. This is true.
Instead, he became the ruler of the Lich Dragons.
This is also
This is
true.
also true, yeah.
This is also true. But he
The only
averted...
way to get rid of the Kopesh is for someone to willingly take it from you.
Yep.
So Kiba was able to give up the Kopesh and get rid of the voice because Valis was like, "I'll take it."
Yeah.
And Valis actually, at that point in time, was actually a chaotic good character.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, just trying to help.
Oh, how the turntables.
Oh, how the turntables
strike
have
that,
shifted.
reverse it.
And then, if anyone's ever seen ReZero, Kiba ended up with a book from the future, kind of like
Written by Taki.
yeah. And it was telling him what the turn of what their current trajectory was going to be in the future, and he was obsessively reading this thing all the time. And his whole thing is he's just trying to stay alive.
Yep, and then just to let you know why Shava and him didn't get along.
Oh, Shava totally thought he was evil.
Yeah, why?
100%.
Why?
I don't remember the
Half
main
the
reason.
party thought I was.
I don't
evil.
remember the main reason what started it all off, but oh no, it's just because you kept on tricking people. Because you used your what did Kiba have that
Glibness.
spell? Glibness. Fucking glibness. All he had to do was cast glibness in the morning. He could get whatever the fuck he wanted all fucking day, and it was so annoying.
It's only an hour.
It's only an hour.
I had to time it.
And he usually did quite well.
So annoying. So he stole from people all the time.
And he was going to steal something from Shava.
Yeah.
What happened was I ended up taking feats because we were so high level. I just basically threw a feat to grab sorcery points and silent casting, so I could just quickly cast it if I ever needed it.
So annoying. But then Shava was given the pendant to become a goddess, and fucking Kiba was just like lurking in the corner,
waiting.
and listening, and he was gonna take it, and that's what we were saying of like, if Kiba had become the god,
That was his
instead
way
of
to
Shava.
survive.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't be married because I would have been very upset.
I think
so.
it would have been an amazing plot twist.
Well,
I think it would have been too, but
I think
then,
it would have been epic.
but then,
You just don't like good stories.
but then we would be not here tonight doing this.
We might have had to bury a body.
We're not saying whose, but it ends with Ustin.
It starts
just
with a
not
J.
a fan of good
Yeah,
storytelling.
no, I hate good stories.
I've seen some of the stuff you guys watch on YouTube. You really don't care about stories.
That's just my background noise. Shit,
Oh, all right.
man.
Yeah. I've seen you doing this with popcorn, watching some of it. Okay.
What?
Giving you crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So, okay, we got some background lore.
Fucking Kiba.
What? You
You're
got
the-
nothing? You had no questions?
Well,
No?
I was gonna say you're the newest to the campaign. Do you
Yeah.
have any questions on lore?
I mean, you should have more questions on lore. And this is our perfect time to catch people up. And
Let's see.
I am lore master.
before or after the concussions?
Hey.
Sorry.
Which concussion?
Hey.
Exactly.
When did the Shadow Council come into being?
During the First War.
Yeah.
How did they decide to do what they're doing? Like, what led to the creation of it, pretty much? Like,
The demonic
to-
possession behind the Kopeshes
Yeah.
to release Amara.
That was part of Tiamat's thing, was that she was actually being coerced.
I forgot y'all's plot.
Well, we didn't actually fight her.
She actually helped in the end.
Yeah. Well, my character actually was like face to face with Tiamat, and
Tiamat didn't do
Tiamat
shit.
just gave me like a dagger, I think.
Yeah.
To help trap
Amara.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, I'm fucking dead, and then Tiamat just like drops a dagger out of her mouth and is like, this is what you eat. I was like, okay, and then she just flies away. I'm like,
That was
ah!
gonna be another thing. Amara was proposing to end all of magic in the world.
Yes, yeah. Again, here's some more. We do have another group out there that runs campaigns. Nick, love you, buddy. Who we've... Wow. Nick, that wasn't me. That was her. That was her.
Hey, Sherbert.
That we've tied our worlds together, and by doing that, everybody lives in our worlds in a cube. The cube is actually pure magic. And we had people come in from outside the world to try and harness and harvest the magic, which was Amara emerging, to bring them in to try and do that. So very few of my characters actually know that, and those that do know that are not in this campaign. or Thursdays or
It's the cabaret.
Monday. Yeah, Cabaret are the only ones who know.
The original cabaret. But the Shadow Council was started because of the Red Mother, right? Or
the Shadow Council actually existed in the same area as Tiamat. It was a bunch of rebellious red dragons that didn't believe in what she was trying to do.
So it was originally just red dragons.
It was originally just red dragons.
Interesting.
And then there was other groups that came in as a meeting, and somehow between that war and now other members of other dragon races are there to help.
Okay. Interesting. And then what's the whole... Like, I've got bits and pieces of the understanding. What's the whole thing with the hidden?
The hidden are another group of dragons that have another dragon god that they follow. Theliac.
But they're also 2 colors.
Usually 2 colors. Yeah. They can be a solid color as well.
Yeah.
But the solid color ones are very rare. Like steel dragons.
Yeah.
Okay, so solid color, but not normal color.
An
still,
abnormal solid.
Still an abnormal solid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, and the reason why they're hidden is because the other dragons of solid color view them as abominations, and they usually try to kill them immediately.
The most prominent hidden that we've met, well, we haven't met her, but we did in the previous campaign, was Peeta's wife. Peeta's wife was the hidden.
And Malwark's wife. They both were hidden.
Malwark had a wife?
Yeah.
I vaguely remember that being mentioned in one of the campaigns.
Like Andy's character Malwark.
Not Malwark, Morlock.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, what? I'm sorry.
Sorry, even sometimes I forget some of my lore.
Did Malwark die?
Yes.
Yes, Malwark is dead.
So, Morlock did have
Yes, that I remember.
one as well.
Yes. It really made me question some stuff there.
Malwark was celibate.
I'm a toops.
Not a toops.
I'm a toops.
Not a toops.
I'm a toops.
So,
you were going to say something, I still need time to think.
Think faster.
okay, and as far as other things with lore, up until this campaign, I'd never mentioned a name for any of the Kopeshus. The Kopeshus have recently become named. The original ones are just that demons in there. They do not have a name. They actually appear as Kopeshus, so they're easily distinguishable. And it's just a matter of the person that they reveal themselves to if they take it.
I just realized I know an additional piece of lore, but nobody in this campaign would know it.
That's fine.
And
this is for the audience. This isn't for us.
So in
because then if anybody metagames,
yep. In the Thursday game with my character Noctis, him and his crew found this giant book that also there's also like some sort of projection nearby as well. I don't remember exactly how that all worked, but there were 3 sets of Kopeshus.
We know that. The original campaign knows that.
There's 4 sets.
Okay, so the original
there's 4 sets, yeah.
I did.
Wait, no, there's 5 original Kopeshus.
there's 5 original Kopeshus, 4 sets.
4 sets, yeah.
Okay. At the time, what we were told was there was 3.
Oh, I'm sure one of them was pretty
Yeah,
well hidden.
but
well,
at the end of that book,
it's
a lot of that was hard to
comprehend. Yeah.
And one of them ended up in Kiva's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 3 sets, and then I think there was one, like not like a set, but like it was one final one.
That's considered the
That's
fourth.
considered the 4th. Okay. So yeah, I am aware of all 4 sets then. Okay. And that one final one
Sherbert spot again, everybody.
will. God, it's been so long since I've even looked at my notes for that campaign to think about what all we learned. Because I wrote all of that down.
Yeah, I know you were always.
I was like, I think.
What was that?
Yeah, I think I had to repeat like 6 different times to make sure I fully got it.
No, let me see. Is it no?
How do you spell that? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, just the amount of times in between these two different Thursdays and our stream games, the amount of connects I've made, I'm like, oh, you motherfucker.
That's how.
Oh God, I love when all of you can look at me and you go, you fucker.
You need to make like a compilation.
That's just it. It's hard because
the light bulbs. Yeah.
Most of the time that when they pop, it's very rare that I get them while you guys are on stream. But it's when we're in shop games that you guys go.
Yeah, that's
fucker.
True. Or we're not on camera.
Yeah.
You have our camera off. Oh.
Like with Todd.
Yeah.
When we revealed Celise for the first time.
Yes.
Todd was not on
camera.
If you guys could have seen that, I wish I would have had a camera on him. I really do, but that look on his face.
It was so good.
It was priceless.
It
And
really was.
the other thing, last week, when he finally got to Moline, I got him to break.
Yeah,
I
know,
got
I
him to break.
I had to hold his hand because he was trying so hard not to cry.
I know, and you could, and
I was
you
stretched
guys
out like this because I was holding Izzy's hand. And I was holding Todd's hand too.
and you see, for me, the way that I know that I'm doing my stories right and doing what I'm supposed to do is when I can get genuine feeling out of these guys.
Todd still got the most genuine feeling out of me.
Yeah, I'm sure, but
he made
they call it emotional damage. I call it
emotional damage.
I call it. I got them in character. I got them right where they need to be, and to see that come out of them is like the biggest compliment. That night
was insane. You got all three of us.
Yeah, all on camera at the same time. I got one pissed off, two crying,
yeah,
and one completely scared shitless.
And
where is everybody? There's nobody around. I'm all alone. Yeah.
I can too well.
It took me so long to calm down after
shaking.
that. Like,
it was.
That was the day. That was.
Man.
That's when we all then set up in the living room for like 2 hours afterwards, just like decompressing and watching Try Not to Laugh videos or something like that. Like,
and I went home and I slept like a baby.
Yeah, it took us like 2 hours to decompress upstairs.
I don't even think I slept that night. I think I stayed up all night watching.
We had to pull a mattress out into the living room.
I forget if it was that night or a different night where I just ended up.
I think it was that
watching
night.
The Witcher all night.
I think it was that night because I think eventually after like an hour of funny videos we turned on The Witcher.
Yeah, and
before or after you boycotted it?
That was before.
That would have been.
Oh yeah, that was early on. That was before you guys had even told us that you guys were.
We weren't even aware that we were going to do the basement.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, those are the moments that I know I'm horrible at this. I mean, not too bad.
I mean, great, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
So, and just to get those on camera makes me. I go back and watch them and go, okay, this is good. This is what we need. So, if you're watching this going, what the fuck are they talking about? Share with a friend. Go back and watch some of our original stuff. I mean, you guys are going to see a hell of a story unfold.
God, what episode was that?
I
was
want to
season
say
one.
It would have been
Season 1, I think it's either
not
5
No, within
or
the
6.
first 5.
No, later than that.
You sure?
It was later than that.
I think it might have been right around 5 or 6.
It would have. I think we were still in boredom at the beginning.
Well, no, we had that issue in Draconis.
Yeah.
This was when Talus died. This is early.
You're right. That was right after Talus's funeral. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was like 5 or 6. I think it would have been like 10-ish.
No, it's earlier than that.
Huh.
Because once
I
got
it
it,
was like because I joined at episode 3.
Yeah, you joined pretty early.
Yeah,
And
I think it was
then
3 or 4 that you joined.
It was like a couple episodes later that happened.
Yeah. And
yeah, because we met you pretty much right as we left Boardman.
Yep. See.
Yeah, so
Trial at Boardman is at 7.
Okay.
Trial of Boardman is 7, but this was before.
So
This should have been after Trial at Bear.
Oh.
So we would have met you in like episode 9.
Trial of Lost is
No,
episode 10.
no, I was there for Borderman.
Trial
he was there
Trial
for
of
Borderman.
Lost is episode 10.
That's probably what it
So
is.
it was episode 10.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
say 6 just seemed way too early.
Yeah.
And just to let you guys, everybody else know at home, this group, shop games, I'm a very different DM. I don't be
Than
outright
this game?
brutal. This stream, I have been brutal. I have been pulling things that I know when I've done it, I've shocked the hell out of it.
There's definitely been a few.
Well, I mean, turning a whole family into a target for an assassin.
That was fucked up, man. It's fucked up.
Go get him, Frankie. So I mean, just the priceless look when I took the dagger and drove it into a 4-year-old, and you guys are all like,
I cannot relive this. Do not.
"You guys brought it up."
Do not.
I mean, that's
Oh god, the amount of the party that has those three hold scars is insane.
yeah.
Because I've got it.
Don't like
Nova's got
most
it.
of us.
No, you don't.
This Braylon doesn't.
This Braylon doesn't.
A
but
different one did.
The other ones did.
I think only one other one did.
Like,
Because
it would have had to been the wizard then.
yeah. So because I have it because I jumped when I was young. I jumped in front of Dane,
Yep.
and so it went straight through me and got Dane a little bit. So Dane has the scars. I have it on both sides. Nova has one. Laura has
Laura
one now.
has one.
Old Braylon had one.
Your mom has one.
Mom has one. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm sure Grandma had one at some point too before she went batshit
Old
crazy.
Man Smithers.
Old Man Woods has one.
Woods.
Old Man Woods has one.
Yes, he
Oh,
does.
I know you said that as a joke, but
That
that's
triggered something.
oh, God, Old Man Woods, motherfucker.
Yeah, that whole situation with Old Man Woods is...
No, I knew exactly what I was talking
No,
about.
you didn't.
I did.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Who's Old Man Woods?
It's Old Man Smithers to me. He's like,
Yeah,
oh,
who is
dear
he?
friend. Yep.
Who is he? Who is he in the campaign? Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
thought.
So if you go back and watch and you see her screaming at Justin to pay attention, this is why.
I mean,
Did
to
you
be
know that
fair,
Yaga and Braylon are siblings?
Now he does.
Which Braylon?
all
Yes.
of them.
All of them, Justin!
Justin, again, if you need a safe place to go. We got it on camera. We've got evidence now.
He's fine. He spanks me harder than that
I'm
anyways.
only bleeding a little
Oh.
bit.
That's
Wow.
from Sherman!
Wow. We don't need to know that he
Yeah,
spanks you.
You didn't need to
Well,
say
no,
that.
Is this before or after he's nibbling?
I didn't mean it like that.
Well, you said it, and that's how most of us would
Oh.
have taken it. That's probably how most viewers are going to take it.
I didn't
Again.
mean it like that! I didn't
And you said it so casually too, which makes
Because
it
it's
worse.
because he smacks my butt all the time!
I'm sure he does.
Yes, but usually when someone says he smacks me, there's a reason why they say it like that instead of just he smacks my butt.
Can we move on?
Yeah, we can. Are you able?
Fuck out!
Digging.
Digging a hole, digging a hole. Oh.
Next question!
Anybody else has got questions? That's fine.
Next question!
It just doesn't have to be James. I mean,
Y'all can have questions too. Yeesh.
okay. So, what do you want to accomplish with your new character that will be introduced hopefully later on tonight?
I don't really have any. I mean, there's the overarching end goal, but that's something I'm sure we'll. Is that something we should do here, or should we?
This is fine. I mean, what do you think the overarching end goal is?
I mean, it's a paladin with a vow of vengeance. His whole thing is he wants to end the demonic corruption of the Yuan-Ti people.
Okay. just to go into it a little bit, just so that you know, you will have, before you got here, you've had conversations with the Abomination and other UNT individuals to point you in the right direction. Now, those will be your contacts within Draconis. So when you come out to the rest of the party, and I've already told you who you're going to be introduced with, so that will be up to you to have those interactions, because that one individual has had interactions with the Abomination.
And I'm
the
sure
UNT.
I talked with the Abomination as little as possible and probably just kind of spat off to the side. 'Cause
Actually,
Abominations are kind of like the epitome of the
because
corruption within their...
because you were within Draconis, you know this Abomination is not like the ones on the
Made an
outside.
exception.
So this one you might have made an exception for, might not have, but you actually would respect his opinion.
Well, respect and getting information are two different things.
Yeah.
You don't have to
I
respect
can
someone.
talk and pretend to be cordial
Yeah.
because I feel like I need to
Yeah.
use this information, but inside I'm like,
So
You're
when we
a
introduce
disgusting
you,
abomination of our people.
when we introduce you, we'll have one final conversation with him before you get there.
Don't kill your new character so fast.
Yeah,
Actually,
so
depending.
it's a year and a half.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to kill Oda since like day 3.
probably pretty close.
And most of you were just murder hobos, so he just didn't fit in with the party.
Jay wasn't.
Jay was too happy to be a murder hobo and too naive.
That's also true.
For the-
I also watched that short that you put up about Malene trying to get Jay to sleep with her.
for the
Jay was just like, what?
for the 2 days we knew you.
Die with a smile? What do you mean? I'm smiling right now.
What?
We knew Jay for like 2 days, so that barely counts.
You knew her for about a month.
It was about a month.
They were with you for about a month.
We haven't been on this island or this continent for a month.
It may have been.
You
a
guys
month
also
our time.
were. They were also on the ship with you
Yeah, we
for
were
a time.
traveling. Yeah.
We met them on the continent.
Oh yeah, no, they met us when we when they landed.
We went
But-
straight
We've
into
been here for
that.
But it was
maybe
more-
2 weeks at most.
Yeah, it was-
Yeah, I would
but
say
it-
about 2 weeks then.
But
Yeah.
it was still more than 2 days. I mean,
But you also were back up onto the ship when you were making food, because
Jay definitely would have helped
Of
you make
Malene.
food. Like Jay probably the only person Jay probably would have, or the only person in the party that Oda probably would have had the most interactions with was Jay, because Jay would have been like right there trying to help make dinner. Like she did that all the time back at the tribe.
and I'm
Surprised she didn't poison anybody.
wow.
Like not on purpose. You're
Yes.
saying
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
'Cause
At first
you-
I was like, what the
And
fuck?
part of that is because of how terrible your rolls are.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Speaking of rolls, Justin, how are your rolls going?
For
Anything.
turned out pretty well last week.
I'm just hoping that your new character, when it comes in, has some perception.
Not really.
Is
That
he
would
actually,
that would
actually
require-
at least see?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Was
can
that blind?
see.
Okay.
He could.
Does
Oda,
he have
Oda
blind
could see,
sight or normal sight?
Oda could see it better than everyone within a certain.
Does he have blind sight or normal sight?
the superior dark vision?
He's good.
So normal.
Okay. Normal sight.
And
Because
not to
warlocks are
mention,
better.
Ota actually could see things a lot better if he were.
Within 30 feet.
Even within that 30 feet, he could have picked up magical items that nobody else.
Yeah.
Still,
I
only
remember-
within 30 feet though.
Yeah.
30 feet is a long fucking way. I mean, in the center, 30 feet around, that's pretty good diameter. Come on.
Except when the enemy is 32 feet away and you're like, I don't know where you are.
Everybody's running in that direction. I guess I follow.
And 30 feet isn't that far away. You can hear it.
Yeah. He still had, hearing, but
This wall is longer than 30 feet.
and unfortunately, his perceptions, he was just not paying attention. That veil covered up his ears. You know?
It was so compact, like, yeah.
Well, the rolls are going to be much better for this one for perception.
Oh, good God, Justin.
That would require you to play a wisdom-based character. And
Not
this
even-
one has an 11 wisdom.
I rolled really well twice when rolling for stats, and then garbage the rest of them.
This should be a lot of fun. What'd you name him? Ota?
No, Hoagie. It says Hoagie.
Hino-yi.
Hinogi.
I should put a hyphen between that.
Hino-yi.
Yeah.
Hino-yi.
Hinogi.
Can I call you Minnow? Minnow is better than Hoagie.
Finogi.
Finogie's good, but I want to come up with my own.
Oh, you can?
Just
Lyra.
like Ota.
Hin.
Ota and Utah. You can say Lyra. It's just the only one who can actually say it and have her answer is Braylon.
Yeah.
What'd you put in the original thing? Was it Lara or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was told I needed to change it, and so I changed it. Then I was told a month afterwards that I had spelled your original name wrong, so I had to go back and redo that one. Then a month later, Neil comes up with, that ain't how you spell my name.
Yeah.
Which one?
Neil.
I've spelled it the same way for fucking Really? Went back and changed that. So there will be a new opening tonight for, or at least a beginning
For the next episode.
for the next episode.
Yeah.
Just because we got a new character, because Ota,
Yes.
we barely knew you.
Yep.
It's okay.
I'm not.
I literally barely knew him.
Yeah.
Well, no, you had memories.
And that means nothing.
That means
still barely
absolutely
knew him.
zip. Okay. One last round of questions. Anybody have any questions of me on what's coming up?
God.
How many times does it take you to roll a Yahtzee?
Actually, it really depends on which game I'm playing.
I would assume you'd only be playing Yahtzee. What the fuck is happening here?
You said any questions.
Any
So
questions.
I want to know how often you can roll a Yahtzee.
Last time I played Yahtzee, I rolled 3.
Jesus Christ. Were you using your death dice?
No,
God.
the Yahtzee dice. And if you want to know when I go out,
Then why do you suck when we play in horses?
I don't know. Although last time that I went out, I did end up buying like 3 rounds of shots because we were rolling with some of my other friends. Although the time before that, I did walk out of the bar with $237 from rolling dice.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think the last time we all went out, maybe it was Halloween. I don't know. One of the last times we all went out, Izzy made the comment that her tab was so cheap, and I was like, yeah, it's because James always ends up buying you shots.
Stop doing that, James.
Not this, James.
Yeah, I know. I'm a nice guy.
Gotta take responsibility.
When are you?
When are you?
I'm 53. I'm in my second childhood. I ain't taking...
Did you say second childhood?
Yeah.
What?
I just figure, I've already lived 50 years. If I'm going to live at least another 30, I might as well have my second childhood now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, if I'm going to live another 30. So, any other questions about campaign stuff?
Campaign stuff.
How many times does it take Grease to roll a Yahtzee?
Oh my god.
Well, you see, when I roll a Yahtzee, I also have a little trick, if you know what I mean, so that I'm always rolling Yahtzee.
I have a question. Does Lyra get to do anything for the next 3 months?
Lyra is actually going to be surprisingly
Active?
active.
Thank
I
God.
guess.
As an NPC.
No, not as an NPC, but will cross that bridge when we get there. Actually, your 3 months is probably going to be the quickest 3 months to get through.
Probably. Sleeping sleeping for 4 days, do stuff for 3 days, sleep for 4 days, do
And
stuff
of course, there's still me to deal with because I told you, Father, Alice, your other sister,
the cleric.
Oh shit!
Shit.
Yeah.
She's there?
She's going to be.
Oh.
And remember, your mom is royalty, which makes everyone royalty.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's the biggest
Royal
noble
family
ever, yeah.
Even if you hate your mom.
No, I love my mom.
They reconcile.
Yeah, we made up. She's just being annoying. And I wasn't used to like a caring figure in my life. So.
And that was the other thing too. When I took Dane, and Dane went, wow!
Yeah.
And you just look, I'm a grown person.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. You're in my house.
I gotta say, it's a lot of fun playing the doesn't know how to interact with family vibe. Like the whole time I was staying at the house, and whenever like something would happen, or it was like I was like, oh, we don't have to set up meeting times to talk with the family. I can just go downstairs and talk. Like it was just
aren't
those
most of
little
your
things.
characters orphans, anyways?
They're either orphans or they have like daddy or mommy issues. Because that's
Or
just
both.
that's because that's just a classic D&D character. So plus it leaves the biggest background open for James.
Yeah, and I
He gets to
I
fuck around with
loved your first interactions with Alanis.
Oh, the feathers.
The feathers,
the honey,
honey.
and the feathers. Yeah.
And then him just going, well, we could do number 37. And you're going, what's with the numbers?
What's number 37?
I love how just impromptu that was. Like, there was no
you
way
and
that
Izzy,
was planned.
you and Izzy didn't
No
plan
way
that
in
at
hell.
all.
No.
not a single plan.
Like-
And him and Izzy were just fucking like there. They were like, oh, we can't do number 4. That's too mean. Like,
As if they
that
knew
was
what it was.
Perfect.
It's never stopped us before. I mean, and that was...
but honestly, the sitting there and listening to that as like in character as Lyra, it felt too real. Like I know they had no idea what they were talking about because I know it wasn't pre-planned. But
No.
just the fact that you guys rolled with it so well, I was able to sit there and just like fully immerse myself and be like, wait, what the fuck is number 37? Because like Andy doesn't even know, and I'm like, what's number 37?
See, and that's for the audience. This is another thing with this group is that we can play off of one another and watch the interactions between everybody else.
Why?
Unicorn. She's had a shot of pop. Unicorn slippers.
Excuse me, it was not pop.
Might as well have been.
It was a wine cooler.
Same thing.
Might as well have been.
It has alcohol in it.
But that is one of the best things about this group is we can roll like that and do improv right on the spot. That makes the game so much easier and so much better.
Yeah, you wasted your questions asking about Yahtzee.
Sorry.
But I got 2 questions.
He did get 2 questions and 2 answers. If you know what I mean.
Grace, no one knows what you mean.
Everybody knows what I mean.
No
if you know
one
what I
knows
mean.
what you mean.
I'm telling you, the last time that you were here,
Lyra, it's okay, dear. I understand what he means.
No, you
I
don't.
really do. Anyway, how many more Braylons we going through?
is that your only question? That's twice now that's come up.
No. The first one was how many Braylons are there?
Because there's a very difference between how many Braylons are out there and how many Braylons am I going to be playing.
Right
Stop,
now,
stop,
I
stop,
told you
stop,
we
stop.
are.
Look, James, look.
I
James,
can't.
No, this James, look.
What are they? Humping?
No, he's on the second shelf, and Frankie's on the first shelf, and his tail is like flicking down, and she's like batting at it and eating at it, and yeah, it's cute.
Until
Okay,
she coughs up
continue.
a fur fucking ball. As far as the Braylons go, your fuck up will bring in another one.
Fair enough.
I do not have any intentions on killing this Braylon off
Not killing them all.
within the realm of the coin coming up because he doesn't have one.
Okay, so
We've
that's-
already established that
Yeah,
he
we have
does.
established he doesn't have one. But not necessarily killing him off, but something else is happening.
Well, he has awoken memories that aren't his.
Wait, what fuck up did you do?
Trying to cast a level 5 druid spell without actually being a druid.
Is that the one that made your eyes bleed? What was
It's the one that made me go unconscious.
Oh, the aneurysm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, so is this Braylon dead?
No,
No.
There's
it's
just gonna
not
be
that.
consequences.
He's suffering
What are the
consequences.
That's what we're going to be finding out.
Cut off from all spellcasting.
Hey,
Oh.
no, I can't do that because of the memories.
Yeah. Well, plus isn't this Braylon?
A rogue.
Oh.
Oh
but he's not
shit!
he's not an
No,
arcane
no,
trickster.
no, no,
Yeah.
nope.
I
And
forgot he was a rogue.
He's a scout rogue.
Yeah, I forgot that.
yeah, and not to mention, like I said, we still have consequences for you not paying attention to your brooch that I gave you. That turned you into the Mother of Sorrows.
What do you mean not paying attention to it?
When I had you roll the perception, and it wasn't until, oh shit, I can save Yaga. Oh shit, I'm going to become a demon. Wonderful. Save Yaga, become a demon.
Haven't I already suffered the consequences for that?
Technically.
I was possessed for like 4 fucking months.
Technically, you're still unconscious for 3.
Yeah, what more consequences are there?
Well, who knows?
You know.
I know.
You're gonna have to find out. Have a little patience.
What are you doing?
Adding the bun.
Why?
Well, it's better
So,
than spanking.
I guess
Stop!
I guess my question is, should I work on a character sheet for a new Braylon?
Not until I see you do something stupid that causes this Braylon to die.
Okay.
I have no intent on killing this Braylon.
You know, he could bring in a new character that's not a Braylon.
No.
Remember, I brought that up already.
I just love how Braylon started.
From everybody who has played in original campaigns, how many characters did I have you guys run?
God, there was like 4 all at once. We had evil, we had our normal good, we had astral plane, we had hell.
Didn't you say you were going to do that, though, because it was just too much of a headache?
It was so
I'm
bad.
not going to do that again, but
Yeah.
in order
it was 4.
for me to season and vet our newest player, who is James, he gets to suffer through this sort of stuff.
I still love how Braylon first came into the campaign.
When I was playing him?
Yeah, that was it was just the fact that it was like a straight up, he was just like straight to Nova, and then Lyra was like, well, what the fuck am I, chopped liver? Like,
Pretty much.
I'm like, I'm your best fucking friend, what the fuck? And he's like, there's a hot dragon.
She's a squidget. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, what? Braylon!
Shut up!
He's a furry. Leave him alone.
It's a scaly, get it right.
There's a big difference.
There is a big difference!
So then when
Just a furry.
James James was one of the employees down at Lionheart's, and we decided to bring him in. I told him, yeah, you don't get to make a character.
But when you told us that James was going to play Braylon, I think I lost my shit for a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, this is going to be the best time ever. And just role-playing with you, with just having all of these memories and all of the shit we just came up with on the spot was so much fun.
And then I
We didn't plan it.
flushed it all.
We didn't plan any of our backstory.
Oh, hell no.
No, not at all.
And like I said, that scene, that to me is...
The birthmark on the butt cheek was the best
God
impromptu
damn it,
one.
no!
That's
From
the
Malene.
best.
From Malene!
That was the best! And Lyra's like, oh yeah, wait, you didn't know about that? Everybody knows about his butt.
It's always been there. I mean, that...
Oh my god!
just to see your absolute
Yes!
disgust on what I was doing at the time with Malene and your interaction.
That was so much fun.
Oh my god. I was having so much fun.
Externally, that was so much fun.
Internally, you're going, cringe. But it was...
He's dying inside.
I know he is. He is. But those... the whole, and you trying to hold it together, and I'm just adding new layer after new layer, and just watching you just get.
And then the Lyra and Nova going, wait, you fucked your sister? What?
and then just seeing that, and then up
Yeah.
and towards the door.
It's like, there's only so much of this shit I can take.
See, that's where you got to realize character and real life aren't necessarily the same.
And that's because I just couldn't get into his head. I couldn't get into his head.
Well, it's because it was a different Braylon. So it makes sense.
And that's just it.
That's
shouldn't
why
have
it
been.
works. Yeah, that's why it worked.
That's why it worked perfectly.
That's also why it was really funny.
Because after you got up and left and we did the break, I laughed.
Oh, we all laughed.
I
I'm sorry, we all
laughed.
laughed.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Like, and because I know that's the thing, I do agree with you. Like, the way it went was perfect. Because if I gotten into his head, that would have been so.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah,
we don't need to go there.
No,
we don't need to go there.
But do you pay attention at all during the campaigns?
No, he doesn't. He didn't even pay attention to that question.
Probably not. But do you know how many times I'm still trying to find enough to just link together all the times that Angie tells you to pay attention?
There's multiple.
There are, and I can't find them all.
Oh, you'll find them. Don't worry.
Problem is, our campaign's at like 11 o'clock at night.
Hold on. Before he met me, he would stay up until like 1 in the morning to
What'd
play
you do
video
to him?
games. I made him have a healthy sleep schedule, and now I'm the night bird. Now I'm the one staying up until 2 in the fucking morning.
It's a little different with like in front of a computer. There's something constantly stimulating your brain.
If you played a fun character, there'd be something constantly stimulating your brain.
Except every time I play a fun character, you don't like them.
Yeah,
You don't have to play a rude fun character. You don't have to play a rude fun
No,
character.
I think it's that you and Angie have different ideas of what a fun character is.
That's true.
That is true.
Honestly, we
And
don't
I think
fight
that's
that much
true
in
for
real
all of
life.
us.
We don't fight that much in real life because we fight in D&D. So it's like
a
therapy.
lot they fight. in
It's like
D&D.
therapy.
It's,
It's nice.
I-
But I do agree. Yeah,
Hey, one
hard.
of my 2 ex-wives, if we would have done this, you're saying we would have still been together?
I can't guarantee shit.
Fuck. It's worth a shot.
Stop touching me.
You got a bone in your head.
It's not a bone. It's a little stick.
You're... Anyway, everybody,
Look,
I think we're going to call this our first episode done in the books.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue.
Anyway,
Just
we hope that you like
I didn't
this.
ask how big the room is. I just cast fireball.
I hope you guys like this. Basically, recap, lore dump, everything that we're gonna do here in the AFK Lounge. We will be trying to look for either a permanent host or we will get Crow to sit in this chair, ask the questions.
Put your questions in the comments.
yes.
Exactly. Put your questions in the comments. And if you like what we're doing on anything, please hit that like, subscribe button, and turn on your notifications to let you know when we download anything new.
Download?
Upload, download,
Very similar.
spectral, patama, whatever.
What?
I tried to do a Harry Potter thing there and it totally failed.
Yeah.
Erectus? No, that's totally something different. Take Thank you all for joining us on our first episode of AFK Lounge.
AFK Lounge!
We hope to be seeing you again soon.
Bye.